Smooth as hell.
Safe place.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hey guys, hey. It is August 8th. We in August, y'all. What the hell?
Yeah.
August 8th, 2019. I don't even know, my brain just went just now. I don't know why, like right after I say the date, I can't think. It's just like, nah, fuck you. Like, I don't know what's happening with my life, but I just can't think after I say the date. But if you're listening right now, you're on blogtalkradio.com/GFT radio show. Listen to the playback journeys on iTunes, SoundCloud, which I got to update our SoundCloud. Google Play Music, iTunes, and YouTube. And, of course, you can replay it right here on our hosting site, blogtalkradio.com/GFT radio. So, yeah, copy y'all some merch. Go to teespring.com/stores/GFT radio. I had the all skin full shirt on, was it yesterday or the day before? And somebody asked me about it, and I was like, yeah, these are like I was telling them, like, they wanted to know why that saying and what it meant. So I told them. And I told them who made it because they thought I did. I was like, no, it says it on the shirt. And here's why he said it. And, and he was like, respect. So I told him where to go to order it, too. So, you copy your own. Don't worry about mine. So definitely go there, get some merch. We got a bunch of different T-shirts out there, coffee mugs, hoodies for the fall,
and the fall
coming up. So
I was about to say, the fall coming. I was about to say, I'm with the fall coming. I'm about to cop. So. Yeah, I'm about to cop me a couple hoodies.
Yeah, I think I redid those from the last time. So
yeah,
with the better layout. So top those.
Perfect.
Yep. So definitely do that. What else? Oh yeah, y'all want to call in on the topic tonight? 657-383-1155. Oh yeah, Clint, you want to say hi? I forgot all about that.
Oh, they already know what it is. It's your boy Smooth, aka Clint. You know what I mean? Yeah. Live Thursday, wide awake tonight.
Right. I'm tired, but he's wide awake. So I don't know how it's gonna work. But Willie should be calling in to balance this out, and Willie probably planning a vacation right now and getting ready to call in. I don't know. You know how he do.
Yeah. But he probably traveling now.
It's our thing. I know, right? I know. He's just posting, so, whatever. But I'm being petty, so I'm going to call him out. I don't care. He can't beat me. I ain't worried about it. He got to come to Jersey to get me, and he got to find out where I'm at, I ain't worried about nothing. But tonight's episode is trending topics. Y'all know how we do with trending topics. We got like a bunch of different topics we're going to talk about. If you have read the outline, you already know what we're about to talk about, so be prepared. If you want to call in, 657-383-1155, if you want to call in and join in the conversation. So I think the most important one I want to talk about first, before we get to the other ones, is about these mass shootings that have been happening. It's been a devastating week for the United States of America. Just been crazy mass shootings over the place. At one point, it was not only mass shootings. Somebody was running around with a knife, stabbing people. It's just been crazy. The world is just. It's been crazy.
First of all, we want to send our condolences out to all the people and families. Those who lost loved ones, who lost loved ones in those shootings for senseless reasons. I believe both the shootings was racially motivated. The one in El Paso, guy rolled down there and he shot. Basically, he was just shooting people at the Mexicans. He just wanted to get them out of here. So, he put a little manifesto online and everything on some website. So, with some of his rhetoric was similar to that of Donald Trump, even though, we're going to get into it. But, me personally, I don't blame Donald Trump. You feel me? We're going to get into that. Then the people up in Dayton, mostly those were black people that got killed. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely been and I also, and while we're talking about that, I also want to talk about Chicago. I want to tie all that in because whether black people want to admit it or not, that's a form of domestic terrorism too. We're terrorizing our own neighborhoods, our own inner cities. You feel me? And
now, what happened in Chicago? Because I'm on little.
Well, over the weekend, it was so many shootings and so many people got killed. And over the last few years, you feel me? Like over the last decade, more people have been killed in Chicago than there have been in, you know what I mean, in Iraq or something like that. You know what I mean? So like, it's really getting bad. It's really, really getting bad. I'm about to look up the numbers, and I'm just using Chicago as an example. But you know, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of senseless acts of violence just for like, and it's, I mean, it's nothing new, but it's just so much happening that, like, as much as we talk about gun control and things like that, and how certain laws have not yet been passed and like statewide, it's just crazy. Or you know, as a whole, it's just amazing. Yeah. It's like how many times we have to keep going through this for them to realize that maybe we need to get stricter laws.
Me personally, I don't believe. I know y'all. A lot of people, stricter laws don't mean nothing to me. I think that's a waste of time. Feel me? Because just like they're gonna get guns no matter what. Criminals gonna be criminals, so they don't really, you know, people who got mental issues or just that eccentric or that extreme, they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. Just like you just mentioned, you feel me? Everybody talk about the outrage over the shootings, but you feel me? A dude went on a stabbing rampage, killed 4 people, and wounded a few others.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if people want, you know, and before that, last year
out the country, and then you got people like what happened in France, like a year or two ago, when the guy was running the big car, the big truck in the middle of the crowd.
Yeah.
So it's like they go.
That happened here. I was just about to mention that happened here. When the lady when the dude, they was protesting. What was that? And a guy ran and killed the lady. He was just hitting people with the cars. That happened here in the United States. So if people want to do something to somebody and try to, you know, terrorize a certain group, you know, it's so many ways that they can do it. You know, and personally, I always felt like, you know, stricter gun laws is only making it hard for regular citizens to protect themselves. The gun law, you know what I mean, the Second Amendment was meant for us to protect ourselves against, you know, tyranny. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to do? We're going to, tyranny meaning the government. You feel me? We had to protect ourselves against a rogue government. That's what the gun laws are. That's what the Second Amendment was for. It wasn't just for hunting and stuff like that. It was to protect ourselves against a crooked government. So if they take all our guns away from normal people, you know, then we become who we supposed to rely on all the time? The police. We see how they, you know what I mean, how they treat us in our neighborhoods. You feel me? We're already certain cities are already like a police state. You feel me? Like, why we gotta wait for the police to protect them? Somebody breaking in my house, you feel me? I gotta wait for the police to get here before they do something to me or my daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're reactive. I'm trying to be proactive. You know what I mean? Stricter gun laws, you feel me? That's not really, you know what I mean? Like, I've been around guns all my life.
But that's the thing. A lot of the people that here's why I think they're saying like, and our people go about the stricter gun laws. It's only because a lot of the mass shootings and a lot of the different things that have happened, those are registered guns. People bought them legally. Not to say that people can't go buy stuff illegally.
Okay, and that's my point. That's why I want to get to the inner city. So now you talking about those dudes and guys. They purchased their gun. Dude that did the, I believe that did the shooting in El Paso, bought his gun in Vegas. I think the legal age down there to buy a gun is 18, where in other states it may be 21. I think New Jersey is 18 as well, unless they moved it up. But I think it's this: how many people how many drive-bys You know, there's been a couple drive-bys in Trenton recently. How many people y'all think those guns are legal? You think those guns are registered? You feel me? Like, we don't want to talk about that. All those, like, I was just looking up the numbers. 46 people, 7 people got killed over the weekend in Chicago, and 46 others got shot.
Mm.
You feel me? But they don't talk about that. There's no outrage over that because it's in the city and it's blacks killing blacks. You feel me? But to me, that's domestic terrorism as well, because it's making it hard for just normal people. Everybody that live in the inner cities in Chicago not killers. You feel me? Some of them kids are scared to walk to school. You feel me? It's like they can't walk down certain streets. When you don't feel safe walking down a street in your own neighborhood, that's you being terrorized. You feel me? And you know what I mean? Them guys ain't buying guns legally. You feel me? And this country, this country was built off the gun. You feel me? It was founded by the gun. There's no way, you know what I mean? What they going to do? Go through and start confiscating everybody's guns? You feel me? And,
nobody's doing that.
Yeah. So now, I mean, it's like Pandora's box has been open. There's no closing it. There's no closing it. You feel me? I fully believe, and I felt like this since I was a kid, everybody should be trained on how to use a gun. Everybody. You feel me? Everybody should be trained on how to use a gun. Because therefore, you feel me, people will think twice. In my opinion, this is my opinion. People will think twice before they go out and start doing something when they know, you feel me, you just as qualified to use a gun as anybody else.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I feel what you're saying, but I feel like, and I understand that people can get them illegally and all that. I just feel like it should be like with those types of weapons, they shouldn't be able to get into the hands of regular citizens. Because it's just like, what do you need an assault rifle for? As a civilian, what do you need that for? Huh?
What do the cops need it for?
Well, the cops don't definitely. I mean, they don't need it, not unless they're in a military style situation.
Yeah, but see that, and that's the thing. You feel me? Everything upgrades. You feel me? Everything upgrades. So the cops, the military, all of them got all them assault rifles, right? And they decided to enact like a martial law or just take over. What is your form of defense against that?
But they don't have. I don't know how to shoot a gun. No one.
Yeah, but and that's my point. Most people who own guns don't go out shooting people. Most people who own guns legally, you know what I mean? When you do the numbers, the majority of people who own guns or have registered guns legally are not going out and doing mass shootings. That's just a fact. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. You feel me? I hear people. I understand it to where, why they need, because I get anxiety when I'm out and about, especially with my daughter and we're in crowds. You feel me? But I get that anxiety in my neighborhood during a block party. You feel me? I ain't worried about nobody with a registered gun coming and shoot. I'm worried about somebody with, you feel me, one of these motherfuckers that's in this neighborhood or from a different neighborhood. You feel me? So why are we so outraged? I understand the outrage, not why, but I understand the outrage when the mass shootings, they kill about, 20 people at one shot. But what about what's going on right here in our inner cities?
That needs to change too.
Yeah. It's tougher gun laws.
You should be able to, go outside. You should be able to go outside like we had our night this year, and it was like heavily covered with police. Everybody was like paramedics. Everybody was like all these law enforcement or some type of law enforcement was at that thing just to make sure people felt safe.
And they weren't really worried about nobody with registered guns. They was worried about gang members. Yeah. You feel me? They were worried about gang retaliations and stuff like that. They weren't worried about me. I'm a registered gun owner. You feel me? I ain't about to go. I don't want to go shoot up no. You know what I mean? I use that for protection of my household. You feel me? And I feel safer that I know if a bunch of dudes outside and they got weapons and they know I'm loaded up in here with mine, they're gonna think twice.
Yeah.
I mean, having a gun on, you feel me? Like I said, with me, I've been around guns my whole life. It don't make me feel tougher. It don't make me feel braver. It do make me have a sense of a certain sense of security.
I don't know, but see, when I'm around, I've been around guns, and I've never felt secure. I felt unsafe.
See, different goes for different folks. You know, some people wait. Well, what about? Well, I've had family members murdered.
Still bad. Yeah, I have it still bad just in case I fuck a bitch kneecaps up.
But if I come into your house with a gun, what you think that bat gonna do? You gonna have to catch me off guard. If I see you coming, that bat ain't gonna help you. But I mean, I'm not. If you don't like guns, you don't be around them. You feel me?
Yeah.
The worst motherfucker to have a gun is a scared motherfucker.
I'm scared motherfucker. Because, I don't need to be in my.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? I do fully believe. This is what I do believe. I do agree when they be like mental background checks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? And at the same time, if you have to renew your driver's license every few years, you feel me? You should have to renew your gun license. I don't mind that. And you know, different states got different laws, so you know what I mean. But I definitely feel like, you know, you should have a mental evaluation every so often if you own a gun. That's the point where we at now. You know what I mean? You should have a mental background check, not just a criminal background check.
You know, that definitely is that. But then you get people that know how to play that.
True.
A lot of crazy folks that's why you not stupid.
But you still have to be thorough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They let a lot of those, and that's just. But look at it like this: you got to pass a mental test, a mental test to join the police force.
Yeah.
And then you look at these police officers.
They mentally unstable. A lot of them. You feel me? I literally heard a police officer tell me before he couldn't wait for somebody to try him so he can shoot him.
And that's crazy. And that's sad.
And he eventually shot somebody and killed them. That's a fact. It's the truth. I got witnesses to that.
That's sad.
You know what I mean? And he was a black cop. You know what I mean? That wasn't a white cop. He was a black cop.
A black one. Wow.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you already know how I feel like the police aren't trained to de-escalate anything.
No.
You feel me? They if anything, most of the time they escalate the situation. They make people more nervous. So I was just talking to my uncle. We and him was discussing or going through our little issues that we ever had with police. He telling me how they beat him up, did this, that, too, when he was a minor. You feel me? Remember when my friend Katney got murdered at his funeral, and the funeral got shot up, the cops come. You feel me? They run up on me, pulling guns out on me, talking about, we'll shoot you in the face, motherfucker, don't move. You feel me?
It's
like
crazy.
that's how they approach. I ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
That's how they chose to approach you.
And that's how they chose, guns drawn. I'm talking about, it was about 20 cops, all of them guns drawn.
I'll never understand that. Why be so many cops compared to people? Like when it's way more cops, and it's like you don't need all that.
Yeah.
Like that's what you have partners for. Yeah, one that's calling the shots and one that's playing the backup. Why do you need 7 cop cars for one person? Like that's crazy.
Exactly. And you know,
like,
and I hear
when
when
it's
people,
not a hostage situation.
Exactly. And I hear people when they talk about domestic terrorism, they be like white men or the because they keep doing these mass shootings and all of that. And I hear them, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This ain't nothing new though. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you feel me, at the same time, you feel me, us as black folks in these inner cities, living in these inner cities, we gotta be honest too. We gotta be honest too. You know what I mean? You in your old neighborhood, how many times you said the cops was around, you heard shootings and all that?
So many times.
My neighborhood, same thing. You feel me? When I
bought this house, somebody got killed like a few doors down.
Yeah. Feel me? Young boy just got killed out Wilbur Session. After they shot it up, they went back the next day and shot it up again. This when my brother used to hang, when my 2 little brothers used to hang out. That was his
little boy got killed, shot in the head.
That was their friend. You feel me? You know how that hurts. You feel me? I'm more concerned with them. I don't want them going around there. You know, my little brother just was shot 2 years ago. So I don't want to hear it. Now I mean, like, you feel me? Hey, let's to deal with us first. Fuck them crackers. Excuse my language, but that's how I feel. Fuck them. Let's control us first.
Yeah. It's sad all around. It's just senseless that to cause people that's doing everyday things, minding their business, to get shot and killed for doing what they normally do. It's
exactly. Mm-hmm. And the first thing my little brother said, my brother said, was like, man, I told them, man, they just can't be standing out there. I think about that for a second. Where you can't stand outside where you live at, because that might be an opportunity for somebody to come through and shoot you. They see all y'all gathered together. So you got to deal with the police, and you got to deal with other people from other neighborhoods coming through to shoot you for what? Just because you're from a different neighborhood.
Yeah. That's crazy though.
And it's glorified. You feel me? That's why I don't listen to like, sir, I still like that type of music, but you know what I mean? I'm mature enough, and I always been mature enough to understand the difference between entertainment and reality. But a lot of these kids take that shit for real life. What these rappers rapping about, killing, shooting, all that, selling drugs, and they not living it. Fuck these bitches, but they married. Fuck these niggas, but you married and pregnant. You feel me? That's what these rappers and musicians be talking about. And then these kids live it. Meanwhile, they living a whole different type of life.
Exactly.
You feel me? That plays a lot into it too. You know what I mean? Like we have devolved. Like you know what I mean? We haven't grown as a community, black community. We have devolved, and then we got the nerve.
Yeah, but we're allowing this kind of music to
but we got the nerve to sit there and complain. And we got the nerve to sit there and complain about white supremacy. Like, we already know what they're doing to us. We already know what they've done to us. What are we going to do to correct it? What are we going to do to fix it? When are we going to start taking responsibility and stop trying to shift the blame and start having real conversations about what the hell is going on in our communities?
Exactly. I'm going to give out the number.
Like, I'm really...
657. Hold on, I want to give out the number really quickly. 657-383-1155 if y'all want to call in and join in on the topic. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes. I was about to say, me and my uncle was having the same conversation. And I'm like, and I was telling the story about how this young boy was disrespectful. I got my daughter and my little brothers in the park. Young boy just real disrespectful, come in. We got the water sitting on the ground. He want to ride his bikes over our waters. And I'm like, yo. I mean, a young boy, I'm like about 17, 18. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Why would you do that, right? Simple as just run over our waters, bust the bottles, everything. Like, that's my daughter's water. But you see me out here playing. Like, why would you do that? And he gets super disrespectful. Super disrespectful.
To the point where you want to slap him off the bike?
No, when I'm talking about super to the point where it could have escalated to where I would have had to really do something to him.
That's crazy.
Violently.
It's like, why would you do that? Like, what was the purpose of all that?
Just because they looking for a name, they want to be tough. And he thought he could just, you feel me? He thought he seen something sweet. And then when he realized, like, bro, I could take it there just with you. But why do I have to take it there with your little ass? Because if I do beat him up, what's the first thing he's going to do? Now, I mean, because I start asking, where your brothers? Where your dad? Where the uncles? You feel me? Because if I do beat him up, the first thing he's going to do is come back with a gun. Try to do something to my little brothers. I can't allow that. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to do something to him, get him out of here. So now I'm in jail for shooting a little 17, 18-year-old, 16-year-old, however old he is, over something stupid.
These parents not raising these kids like that.
Yeah. But like I said, we got domestic terrorists in our own communities. You feel me? Like I mean, niggas glorify drive-by shootings or shooting up a crowd and all that. Like, nah, that shit ain't cool. Now, how many people? This city's small as hell. Capital New Jersey, shit, small as hell, 7 square miles.
Yeah.
How many kids done been shot by stray bullets over the years? How many murals we got up with kids? Girls, little girls, getting shot in the head. Couple of them. In this little ass city.
Random people getting shot. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I had a friend that got she was riding down Calhoun and they was having a shootout and they shot her car up. And she had to explain that to her child. Like, her child was in the car and everything. She was scared. The child was scared. Like, could you mind your business?
My daughter grandma lived right on that street on Walnut when the shootings happened. My daughter was, you know what I mean? Her grandma's house got hit with bullets. You feel me? My daughter was around there. And you know me. You know something happened to my daughter. You know what I mean? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, what? I know.
Can't nobody
do not pass go. Do not collect $200. None of that.
Can't nobody. They better hope the police kill me. Nobody's coming outside. This is my block now. And I'm not even, I don't like violence. I don't like, you know, but you already know. Nobody's coming outside.
He said nobody's coming outside to stay now.
Be tough if you want to. But see, why do I have to take it there? That's what that's the mindset we have to have living in this community.
Yeah.
That's what we got to fix, the mindset.
You
no matter about the weapons.
One by one.
Yeah, you got to fix the mindset of the people. Because if the people don't, why is this a ghetto? You feel me? I know we about to stray off a little bit. We got other topics because we've been on this one for a minute. But You gotta ask yourself, why is the ghetto? Why do people accept trash outside? Why do you know what I mean? We the majority of people living in the ghetto accept the filth. Why?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to live the way we live. Just because you don't got money don't mean you got to be dirty. The two don't even go together.
Yeah. Crazy. I think you got into that era of. I think they got into that era of like the street gangs and all that stuff. Like, you know, back in the day, you know, they got the different mobs and they got like the gangs, all this stuff, and then the kind of you can't really tell because these gang members are protecting the community to a certain extent, but they also doing shit that's fucking up the community. So it was like accepted but feared at the same time. And then we go into that no snitching thing, even if you like, you know, all that. So people got so groomed into that they just don't want to say anything for fear of being put out there and then labeled as or terrorized because they spoke up. We stuck in that era.
Yeah. Stuck in a fearful era. Stuck in the era of cowards.
Yeah.
Where men ain't being men and women ain't being women. We devolved. We're devolving. We're not evolving. We're devolving. I mean, I'm in 7-Eleven. I'm in 7-Eleven the other morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I was it Wednesday morning, yesterday morning. Yeah, yesterday morning. I'm at 7-Eleven. Now everybody in there regular. You feel me? You got different people in there because it's early in the morning. You know, early in the morning, a lot of people that do construction out. You feel me? They in there. They trying to get their coffee. People doing sanitation. Everybody trying to get their coffee. You know, I do my transportation, so I'm out early. And it's these two girls in there, black females, just being ignorant and disrespectful to the workers there for no reason. Like, for no reason. And I'm sitting there like, what is the purpose of y'all just being disrespectful, being ignorant? You know what I mean? Harassing this man at his work, at his place of employment for what?
Yeah, they got nothing better to do.
You feel me? And like, they had work clothes on. Like, they had like nursing clothes on. Like, they was about to go to work or nursing school or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, like, why? And if he catch an attitude or say something, be disrespectful back, then what y'all want to do? Y'all want to go get somebody, do something to him? But y'all caused this all this drama for no reason. That man just trying to fix the coffee, make sure everybody, all the coffee pots filled up, and y'all being super disrespectful and ignorant. Like, I mean, like, that's the mindset of where we live in. That has to change. Like, we got to change that. So, definitely got to change.
Yeah.
That.
But as I said, it takes each community like working on ourselves because we can't fix the whole world. We got to build one community at a time. But you got to have people that's willing to step outside of that norm and do something completely different. Go against the grain.
Definitely. It takes proper leadership. From community leaders. And since you know what I mean, I think that's a perfect segue to get into, you feel me, the president, the Democratic. I want to, you know, primary, everybody trying to feel like it's 100 candidates from the Democratic Party trying to become
looking at
president.
The list. I had to Google it. I'm like, you know, they got them all across the thing, and then you got to push the arrow, and then you're still not done. Like, you push the arrow at least twice to be done. There's so many
Here's
options.
my issue, and this is my beat. This is why I'm so glad I'm an independent. And this is what I want all the Democrats to understand from an independent perspective. I don't understand. I don't think they understand how silly they look. It's y'all obviously, as a party, are not together. Y'all split. You feel me? That's why, you know what I mean? It's no cohesiveness. You know what I mean? If it's that many candidates, that means it's that many different agendas. So how come your party don't have one agenda? You feel me?
Because everybody
go at the Republicans. It's because everybody out for self. Like, to me, this isn't. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, in Iowa, Biden was this there. He did his little soapbox. That's what they call it. You know, Iowa is one of the major states that, you know, if you win, it's pretty much, you know what I mean, it looks good for you becoming president or whatever, or even being elected in the primary. You know, and in 2008 when Biden ran, he was last. This year so far, the polls got him won. But, you know, I'm listening to the people, listening to the thing. They're like 23 more candidates got to come and get a soapbox. Like, what?
Yes.
You know what I mean? What type of circus is this? Did you watch any of the debates?
No, I did not.
They got like 10 to 12 people, like 10 people up on stage.
Yeah, they had so for the last one they had on two separate nights so they can get everybody in.
Yeah. My thing is, and then they show how that one lady, they talking about how she embarrassed Kamala Harris. You feel me? I'm watching it. I'm definitely not voting for her. She wouldn't get my vote on her best day. But you attack somebody, you throw all these allegations at somebody, and then that person only gets 12 seconds or 15 seconds to respond. You feel me? Like, that's not even a good conversation. That's not even fair. I mean, like, they need to do something about that. They need to do something about that. You feel me? Or some of those candidates just need to just run independently instead of trying to run as a Democrat. Run as an independent. Because if all y'all telling me y'all Democrats, you feel me, y'all making the Democratic Party look ridiculous. Why is there so many of y'all? And why are all y'all attacking each other? If that means y'all not even on the same page.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And then there's only one person running for the Republicans other than Trump.
Yeah. Like, it makes no...
I barely hear about him.
Yeah, because listen, Trump gonna get reelected. It is what it is. People need to.
I believe that too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna vote for him. If Obama got reelected twice, y'all think Trump ain't gonna get reelected twice? He's getting reelected twice. Bush got reelected twice. Y'all think Trump ain't get Bush? Man, listen.
I definitely believe Trump gonna be in there.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna like you said, it's too many spread of Democrats, and the way they're focusing on a select few. Nobody's really everybody they feel like they have an issue with, and then you got Trump against this guy he's gonna be the louder one, and he's gonna win that vote.
Exactly. Like, it's just, you feel me? It's worse than the previous election. You feel me? And then like I said, everybody thinks Joe Biden is him or Bernie. Out of them two, got the best chance of winning. I guess
I don't think Biden
Warren
because I honestly think Biden doesn't. He's just in the race, and I think with whoever votes for him, they're looking to replace. They're looking to they're looking to like the Chinese token that was under Obama. But Biden is forgetting that he's a separate person, and he's not going to win. He's not going to win. They're not going to vote for Bernie because of his age.
Which is ridiculous because him and Trump about the same age, ain't they?
Yeah, but that's what you've been hearing lately is, oh, Bernie's age, blah blah blah. At least that's what I've been hearing. It's like, and then you have people that argue that, like you said, Trump and Bernie not too far from each other. So
if I was to vote for any Democrat, if my advice would be to the Democrats, go with Bernie, because Bernie had the youth behind him. You feel me? He had the young people behind. They talk about his age, but for some reason the young people, previous election was behind him. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So to me, the age should be irrelevant. Age should be irrelevant. You know what I mean? We don't want to, you feel me, penalize. We don't want to penalize people for their sex, nor do we want to penalize them for their age. You feel me? But if I was the Democrats, I would be like, all right, we messed up last time because we didn't support Bernie when Bernie had the youth with him. You feel me? Let's go balls out with him this time. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean I would vote for Bernie. You know what I mean? I still, I still got some questions because even though I wrote him in last time, because I wrote Bernie in for my presidential, well, I wrote him in. When they start asking him about the reparations, for black folks, for America, you know what I mean, for the ADO West, he got real tongue-tied, you know what I mean? He started talking in circles.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I don't like that. You know what I mean?
I think Biden was on the opposite side of that argument too.
Yeah.
He wasn't for it either.
Yeah, y'all just passed the bill for gays to get reparations, and y'all don't even want to have a sit down about blacks getting reparations. What type of nonsense is that?
Welcome to the wonderful world of America.
Yeah, nah. So y'all built this motherfucking country on our backs, but now it's time to have a conversation about, you know what I mean, the reparations, and y'all don't even want to have it. Got all these excuses when y'all pay all these other people, all these other ethnicities reparations, pay Chinese, Japanese. You feel me? Y'all did all this for them, but now I mean, when it's time to pay up for us, y'all want to look. I mean, nah, fuck that. You feel me? Now I got a question. What do you think about What do you think about these ICE raids? You heard what they just did in I think was it Mississippi? Yeah, I think it was Mississippi, to where they raided like a food plant where all these undocumented workers was working at, and they arrested like 600 to 700 people.
That's crazy.
And then they had the little one girl, which I thought was kind of poor journalist, crying on there, talking about with her dad and all that. I guess trying to get the sympathy for the people. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of like it's a toss up for me. It's a toss up. Like, damn, I truly feel bad for the kids. You feel me? Because the kids don't got nothing to do with nothing. You feel me? They can't protect themselves. You know what I mean? So my heart goes out to the kids. But at the same time, the parents knew the risk. That's what everybody who's on the side of oh no, they shouldn't be doing this or this and that and the third. They gotta remember the parents knew the risk of the decisions they was making when they came over here illegally.
They were coming to the country illegally, yeah.
They knew that risk, and so they knew what could happen. You know what I mean? So they got to take. They do got to take responsibility for their actions. You know what I mean?
I agree. I really don't know how I feel about it. I just don't like how they're doing these kids and then separating these babies, like the babies, from their parents. It's like to do young kids or even older kids or kids that are not familiar with the area like that. It's just like it sucks, but I think they should keep these families together.
But see, my thing is, where do we hold the parents accountable? Because the parents are putting these kids in that position.
Accountable, but it's just.
But they're putting those kids in the position. What about kids here in America when they come raid houses and take parents and lock them up for doing stuff illegal? You know what I mean? We say, well, you shouldn't have been doing that shit with the kids around. Like, you know, you got kids. You feel me? We say that we show no mercy for us. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a sad situation. Don't nobody want to see their kids snatched away. I don't want my kids snatched away from me. But if I'm doing something that I know can get me taken away from my child, or my child taken away from me, then I have to take responsibility for that.
True. It's true.
You feel me? Like,
it's just sad. It's just sad to see.
Yeah.
It's one thing to know it happens. It's another thing to watch it happen. Like, that's how I feel.
I feel like that too. Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I seen that girl cry by her dad, her mom. Like, you know what I mean? I felt her pain. You feel me? But at the same time, you feel me? I didn't just blame. Everybody just want to be quick to blame Trump and this, that, and the third. Like, what about the parents? What about the parents? Like, they knew what they was doing. They understood the risk. So why? You know what I mean? Like, you feel me?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a sucky situation. And it's just, like I said, seeing them kids in those cages and seeing them laying on mats and just not understanding what's happening, barely being able to speak the language here. It's just hard.
Mm-hmm. And then the businesses that hire these undocumented workers, they should face penalties and jail time as well. Because, first of all, you're only doing it so you can pay them cheap labor. You know what I mean? So you're breaking the law there. You know what I mean? And that's what making them keep come. Oh, we can come here. We can make because even though you're paying them piss poor wages, it's still more than what they would make in their country. You understand? So if you take that away, if you stop that, then you know, because ain't nobody telling them not to come. That's where the people getting everything fucked up at. Like, ain't nobody saying y'all can't come. Y'all just gotta do it the right way.
Yeah. I think it makes it harder for people that came here legally to get themselves established legally. It's harder for them too.
Mhm. And then on the news, you see how they just make it. They just say south of the border. You know what I mean? I can understand the rhetoric that clown Cheeto he be talking about them a lot. But it ain't just them, it's people from Africa, people from Asia, it's immigrants from all over. Feel me? Muslim countries, you know what I mean? Middle East, like they being deported too.
Yeah, when they had that travel ban, most of them banned the people from coming over.
Yeah. And it was Republicans and Democrats that was, you know what I mean, happy about that. You feel me? Yeah, some speak out against it, but you know what I mean? And I ain't talking about just the pundits on TV. I'm talking about people, you know what I mean, everyday people that we talk to.
And I know people that don't like that they come in here illegally, but they're not spewing that they're murderers and or, terrorists and miscellaneous things. Now you can say, like you said, you can say that you don't like the fact that they're coming in here illegally. You can say that, but when you start labeling a group of people as something that a few may have committed those crimes, but not all of them, that's problematic.
Yeah.
And I'm going to suggest a lighter note.
All right.
Let's talk about,
I said, all right.
Yeah, I want to switch up because we're about to touch the after show, and I want to get to the lighter note of things. We get serious, and then we get real regular. But Diddy dating Steve Harvey. Yeah, he had to get serious now because you got to end off the way we end off. So, Diddy dating Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah.
I know we had a group chat about that.
Well, her mama, you know what I mean? Her mama old school hustler, gold digger, you feel me? Mama used to deal with big time drug dealers and all that. So, you know what I mean? She snagged her man with some money, which is Steve Harvey. You feel me? And from my perspective, we already know Diddy like, you know what I mean? They like younger women. Keyword women.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Keyword women, younger women. And she may like older men. But from my understanding, I heard she used to date Diddy's son.
Yeah, that's what I read that too, that she had a brief stint with his son. How did that transition into him dating his dad? I don't know. But he hasn't spoken out about it.
Yeah. That's kind of weird to me, if he is.
Yeah.
I mean, a father dating somebody his son used to date is kind of, you know what I mean, kind of, and when we get later in the after show, I got a story I want to tell you about, and I want to get your perspective on it. But it's kind of similar to that. But, my thing is, you feel me, I want to get to the aspect of what really had sent us from the tweet from the girl Man Say What, and she was trying to compare what Diddy doing and saying it's R. Kelly-ish, and we shouldn't promote older men dating younger women or first of all, that woman like 22. First of all, Diddy like 49 for whatever. You know what I mean? But she's legal. She is grown. She is an adult. You know what I mean? She isn't being coerced. You understand? She isn't being held against her will. You feel me? Any of that stuff. Any of that. So to even compare the two is highly disrespectful, you know what I mean, and ignorant. You feel me? It doesn't provide context or none of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, what, you feel me? This has been going on. We don't complain when older women date younger men, but we want to demonize men when they do it. You feel me? And it's kind of like it's kind of, to me, it's like that double standard is trash to me.
That goes into the last one we was talking about. We added that on that bullet about the double standard, because you can't. Yeah, you can't. It's now, and I don't like. And then I think her comment that kind of bothered me was she played on the fact of, she said, I think it's R. Kelly, as Lori was born in when Diddy was 27. That don't matter. He wasn't dating her when she was born. He dated her as a grown person. So, I mean, you date people, like, I've dated people that were younger than me. I have a thing that I always say, because a lot of little kids like to talk to me, and I ask them, how old are you? You're not 21. You can't ride this ride. You can't buy me a drink. You can't. I ain't about to talk to you. You're a little baby. But it doesn't matter when you were born and when I was born. If I'm talking to you as an adult, a grown-ass person, that's different. I think it's a little bit creepier if you do something like, I think it was Woody Allen, correct me if I'm wrong, who watched the daughter, that would be a little, not that it's wrong, it's a little troublesome for you to have somebody in your household that you basically raised and then you started dating. That, to me, is a little bit questionable for me. Because you basically watched it, like that's a little question. I feel that way. I don't know how anybody else feels, but for him, he watched that girl grow up and then you dated her as an adult. I think he married her. But it's like, that to me is weird. I would find that more weird or more R. Kelly-ish, as she put in her tweet, than Diddy dating somebody 20-something years old and he met her as an adult. So,
I wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you. But I could even still make the case if he waited till that girl was gone, they not related, and they waited till that child was grown. Can't nobody say nothing. Can't nobody say that, especially if she's, you feel me? You could feel the type of way. Anybody could feel the type of way. I will feel the type of way. At the end of the day, you feel me? If she grown, if she got all her wits about her, you feel me? She mature enough to make that decision. Who can, you know what I mean? Who can say? I mean, what can you say? What can you say?
Because they're gonna do what they want to do. You see the Mary Kay Letourneau. That boy and her got married.
Yeah.
After all that he went through, her going to jail, her having his baby while he was 14, they got married.
They got married. You feel me?
And they still together.
Married.
So.
You feel me? Like, that's just how,
As much as we didn't like it, they loved it. So.
You feel me? What about when all these young girls married these old men with money? You feel me? I mean, when Anna Nicole, like Anna Nicole Smith, when she did it with, you know what I mean, even though she passed, but I mean, when she did it, you know what I mean? Like, that's not real love. You feel me? Like, but she tried to say it was real love. You did that for the money. But, we don't get mad at that. We don't get mad at that. We don't judge them harshly. We don't call. I mean, who was the older woman that used to like young men? The Eartha Kitt.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I mean, it's one of them that used to like younger men. You feel me? Y'all did a whole movie. On how Stella got a groove back.
Yeah, I was about to say that one too. About Stella. He met Winston. Yeah, jump back, boy. He tried to be a dad. Poor man.
Yeah.
I know the movie, but that's real.
Yeah. That's why so many women loved it.
Because you got like, and it's for men. Same thing is for women. You date somebody younger, they got that vibrance about them. They got a point to prove, so they're gonna you're gonna have some fun. Same way guys do. They may be going through a change in their life, and they like somebody younger to spice it up and bring that newness and that that youth back to them. And it works.
Exactly. And we all know what study. Yeah, exactly. Studies show, y'all women, you can speak on it way better than me, obviously. But studies show that women, y'all hit y'all like sexual peak. Y'all hit y'all sexual peak. Like, you should be about to enter your sexual peak, your late 30s, early 40s.
I'm going to agree to that.
You feel me? You know what I mean? Exactly. You feel me? Men,
I'm going to agree to that.
They say we hit ours, of course, fellas, of course, as an individual. I mean, it's just, sorry to generalize, it ain't every single man, but most men, we reach our sexual peak at a younger age. You feel me? The one thing, but I always tell things. Some things about nature, you just can't argue. You feel me?
Mm.
At a certain point, women start having babies, right? So let's just go straight off nature. Men, as long as we're healthy, we can provide that seed to the day we die.
Yep.
So you got to ask yourself, how is that? Why? So if we can put, if women stop being able to bear children at a certain age, and men are able to continue to give seed until the day we die, so as we're healthy, like, you feel me? That means at some point, like, men will be, you feel me? That's nature telling you that men will have to sleep with a younger woman to keep life going, right?
Yep.
Not babies, not kids, you feel me? But just younger women.
A grown woman. Yeah.
A grown woman. You feel me? So,
grown women.
Yep. So if he's 60 and she, now say that's the point I don't think other people get. You feel me? When, like, what did he 49, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Or so when he hits 60, she'll be in her 30s. You trying to tell me she's still not mature enough to know what's what? And what if she just want to have, maybe we not giving her enough credit that she just want to have fun with Diddy. Oh, that's Diddy.
Yeah.
You feel me? He could do stuff for me right now
She might
that most dudes my age can't. Yeah. You feel me? Like, that's.
She's trying to lock up the shop for you. Don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Or what her motives are. He may really be in love, and she may really be trying to get some money.
Exactly. You feel me? He may be going, you know what I mean? He may be simping.
He may be going through a midlife crisis.
Exactly. Or both of them maybe just want to have some fun and then go on about their business. Ain't nobody say nothing with Nas and Nicki Minaj. I mean, it ain't that. I mean, it's years difference there. You feel me?
I was mad about that one because fuck her. He should have called me.
Exactly.
I just showed you something now.
And he still got you by like 12, 13 years.
I mean, I dated a guy when I was in my 20s. I dated a guy that was close to 50. My mom didn't like it. But I actually liked that man. He was cool as shit. He took care of me and everything. I actually liked him. We actually had a good time together and everything. It wasn't like I ain't gonna say he had all the money or nothing like that, whatever, but like we had a very good time with each other. And that's what it was. I liked him, he liked me. I didn't even look at his age. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understood when he used to bring me to the family functions and you get that's you, uncle? Like you already know what it's hitting for. Mm-hmm. You know?
I had a friend recently. She was dealing with an older man. She ended up getting pregnant, ended up losing the baby. You know what I mean? She didn't have a bush, just, you know what I mean, miscarriage or whatever. But you feel me? You know what I mean? She was in love.
Yeah. And you really can't judge people.
I mean,
you can't judge people what people got going on, especially when they're grown.
Exactly.
You can feel how you want to feel, but they're grown.
Exactly. And me personally, as a man, you know, I like older women. You know what I mean? I like women my age that got it together, that's emotional. But I know from my experience, you know what I mean, older women are more emotionally, they done been through it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And you know what I mean? Not all of them. Don't get me. I ain't saying all of you.
Yeah, about to say that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about the ones I've dealt with. You feel me? They've been through it and they're mature enough. You know, they know what's what. You feel me? And then just for them, they did. And at the same time, I know them. They was just looking for a good time.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well, I'm an equal opportunity.
Too serious with it.
Yeah,
I'm equal opportunity too. You feel me?
So
I dated females younger than me.
I dated people older than me. Yeah. And I had fun either way. Either way.
Yeah. I mean, then you run into some nonsense either way too. Like,
oh yeah, I dated the one guy. The one guy I dated. We lived together. We was engaged. He had me by quite a few years, and he was just a man child. And it was like, yeah, no, I don't know what he was doing with his life. Like, he became a gang member, and his big homie was younger than him and still in high school. It was like, wait a minute, sir, I have so many questions. What's happening? I think you might be going through a midlife crisis. I'm worried about the safety. It's different. Like, I don't know. You need a hug. Something's happening.
Not with him.
No, we didn't make it, but I tried. For me to be as young as I was, for me to be in my 20s, I was more with my shit together than he was. And I don't know, but I loved him. So I was like stupidly in love with that man. I found that now I'm actually talking to somebody that's a couple years older than me, and they got their shit together. Like, and I've dated people older than me, and most people I've dated that were older than me didn't have their shit together. With a you know. So it's refreshing to deal with somebody that's a couple years older that got their shit together.
I've dealt with females that was younger than me that had their shit more together than females that I dated was older, right?
Yeah.
And I've dated females that were older that had their shit together as well. I remember the reason why I'm about to break this down. I remember my boy. We was talking, and you know, one of his girl had a friend. You feel me? That I was attracted to. You feel me? So you know, I inquired. I was like, you know, what I mean, what's up with her? Her body. His response was, bro, she got her business though, bro. Right. And like I looked at him, I'm like, what the fuck that's supposed to mean? You feel me? I know a lot of women about their business. I know some prostitutes that's about their business. Just because somebody about their business doesn't mean shit. Because a motherfucker be about their business. And I tell my sisters, I want my sisters, females, to understand this too. I want you women out there, if y'all listen, I want y'all to understand this too. A nigga can have his shit together, business-wise. That doesn't mean that person, whether male or female, built for a relationship.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that like they're mentally and emotionally stable to do with a relationship. I know a lot of people who so focused on their business, like, because that's all they know how to do. You feel me? Because that's all, because they can't control their emotions outside of that. You know what I mean? That's so true. It's like I you know what I mean? I always when dating somebody, like I always tell my sisters, like, you know what I mean, fuck what that nigga got. Fuck what he got. First you need to figure out how he got it. Then figure out, you know what I mean, which you want to see how a nigga act under pressure. And fellas, you want to see how a woman act under pressure. Because that's the truth.
That's right.
And that's who they really is. You feel me? That's who they really is. When that pressure, you see how they react. You know what I mean? See how they react. Because that motherfucker have everything together. As soon as some pressure hit, they crumble.
That's true.
And I can hear my echo in the background too, Sammy.
You can hear me echo. I don't have an echo. Do you have it in my background?
I hear it in the phone. Yeah.
You hear me or you?
Me.
Why don't you do nothing? So you trying to blame me?
I don't hear it right now. But I was hearing it.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, I hear it again. Every time I speak for an extended period of time, I hear it back.
So what you want me to do?
Hopefully I want to play back.
I know. I'm hoping it's not easy.
Well, we only got
I'll find out.
20 minutes left. I got a story. This is you know, Steve Harvey show on the radio. They do the strawberry letters. So one of the letters, right? A female wrote in. woman wrote in, and this one was talking about Diddy and his son. So she had a husband, right? She's married to a husband.
Mhm.
And then her parents died. Her mom, both her parents or her mom or somebody died, right? So she was, you know what I mean, she went through a bout of depression. And then where she was drinking a lot. So in the midst of that, she ended up cheating on her husband. And then one night she got so drunk, you know, she ended up going back to the house, and the husband went home. The dad was there, and then she ended up sleeping with the dad. Yes. So she ended up sleeping with his dad. Now she was like in the letter, you feel me? When she was cheating, for everybody else she was using protection, but with the dad she wasn't. So she says, did she end up getting her stuff together and all that, getting her mind right? But and she was still cheating with the father. She wasn't cheating with nobody else. She was still cheating with the father and wasn't using protection. And now she has like 2 kids. And she doesn't know who's the father.
That's
her husband or her husband's father. Not only that, what else she say? She said she just stopped. You feel me? Having sex with the dad. So now she want to go. So her question was, how does she save her marriage?
She better say that. Them might be his brothers and sisters. Exactly. He gonna raise his own brother and sister? Like, that's crazy.
My response was, you know what I mean, and in all seriousness, I wish the worst for her and the father. I wish that's the ultimate betrayal.
Like, you see, that's like, you gonna cheat on him with somebody that close to him. Like, that's just like, to the point where
you cheat anyway because you married.
Yeah, that's cheating, period. But you don't cheat on him with his dad, get pregnant. You don't know who it belongs to. So he potentially either raising his kid and his brother or sister, or both his brother and sister. I don't know if it's boys or girls, brothers or sisters, or brother and sister. Like, that's fucked up. Like, it's, oh man. Like, I don't know. Like, can you imagine that conversation?
It wouldn't be no conversation because I might be going straight past, like you said.
Yeah. Like, just break up with this man and then tell him the truth and then live whatever happens after that, because that's crazy.
He still might do something, but then the father, like, to me, the father, you know what I mean, he the worst.
Yeah, that is.
He the worst. Because at the end of the day,
like,
you feel me?
Yeah.
Husband, wife, you feel me? Like, at the end of the day, we didn't come in this world together. You feel me? We, even though we took the vows, you know, them vows can be broken and we can divorce and go on about our lives. Even if we have kids, you feel me? We could just deal with the kids and never speak to each other. You feel me? Or speak. But my father, you feel me? That's me. That's my DNA. You my DNA. I got my DNA from you. I come from you. And for you to ultimately betray me like that, you feel me? Do your own son like that, fresh in blood, like, that's not love. There's no respect there for either party. You feel me? I mean, like, every time you see me, every time we hug, we chop it up, we hang. And she was saying, and what she was saying was their relationship is great.
Who's the dad and the son, right?
Yeah. And that's only because the son has no idea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to ever speak to my father again. You feel me? If he was to drop dead right in front of me, I wouldn't give a fuck. You feel me? Because, you know what I mean? You feel me? What they did to him it's so unfair. Like if them not his kids, like you know how many years you done took off that man's life, that where he could have started his own family and had kids of his own.
Yeah.
So now he think then what about the kids afterwards? They find out daddy not daddy. Daddy really brother. That's my brother. Granddaddy daddy.
Yeah.
I won't fuck with my mom or my grand or who I will find out to be my real dad now. I won't fuck with neither one of them if I'm them kids.
Yeah, that's I can't even wrap my head around that.
That just situations and stuff like that. That's why I don't boy. I'll be so skeptical about getting married. Being single for so long, I done seen so much craziness out here, and I've seen the treachery that people do that be claiming they so in love. You feel me? That shit scared me, man. That shit scared me. You feel me?
Yeah, and even not even that. I know so many guys that I know, and so many guys that I know that was in love with a girl that slept with either one or two of his friends.
Mhm.
And for you to keep those friends around is like weird because anybody you date, you're gonna be worried about or questioning what they're doing.
Exactly.
Like that's just like I just feel like if you're gonna cheat, not that you should, if you're gonna cheat, don't do it that close. Like that's cheating hurts, period. But then when you go that low, like that's just just leave me the fuck alone. Don't do me like that.
Don't cheat on me. Don't cheat, especially at this age now. Don't cheat on me. Yeah, just leave me.
Just tell me you don't want me and move on. Like
exactly.
I'll be hurt, but just do you and leave me alone. Like just let me go.
I'll be thankful. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you for not wasting my time. You feel me?
Right.
Thank you because I know some women, females that actually be in a relationship talking about they're in love, then they be like, you know what I mean? I probably only cheat when I go on my girls trip or something like that. Like what?
Yeah, it's crazy too.
Like you think that's okay? You think that's okay? Because you'll probably never see that person again or whatever, or like, but just to disrespect your husband, disrespect, you feel me? Like what if, and I know dudes who do that shit. I mean, like, what you get married for, bro? Like, we just gonna cheat all the goddamn time. We all gonna cheat on each other.
You've been faithful from day one. Like, why would you marry? Like, just be single. Just live your life.
Yeah. You feel me? I don't understand why people waste each other's time like that. I ain't got time. Like, I was never, you feel me? I was quick to be like, listen, it's over. If I felt like doing something else or seeing somebody else, I'm just in a relationship. I ain't about to be, because you feel me, I ain't the type to be lying. I can't keep up with my lies.
Yeah, I can't even date two people. That's my problem. I can't even date two people at the same time. Like, cause I don't got time for that. Like, listen, like, cause I could start off talking to two people. Whoever get humped on, it's like, okay, now you're my person. That's all it is. I don't got time to be explaining shit to niggas. Like, we just gonna rock. Just right here. Like, I don't have the energy for that. That's too much. I like my naps too much. I'll nap all day. I don't got time to be texting six different dudes. Keeping up with lies. Like, I don't got time for that.
Don't.
Like, the creativeness of the elaborateness of how people cheat is fantastic. Like, when you hear these
y'all
ways
could
that
do so much.
You could have a whole other job, nigga. Like, what you doing?
Yeah, like, shoot, you put all that energy, you focus all that energy into something productive. Well, listen, you'll be amazing.
Yeah, because you've been working from home for, like, how long and making how much? Like, you can be making so much more. You just get the fuck up and do something else with your life. I don't know.
Motherfuckers be having, like, 2 separate families and all this shit. Like, I don't.
Different houses, they got a
knowing.
Like, that's all pocket. And bitch, how do you afford that? I need to learn. I need to find out from those niggas how to fucking budget, because these motherfuckers is doing it. They doing it right. Like, I don't know. Shit, they live in two different lives like Trey Songz. I don't know.
I was never with that. Because I ain't never, you feel me, having to, I remember what turned me off with it, with living like that, was when I was younger. I remember I was junior high, and a close friend of mine, he was talking to like 3 different girls at the same time, right? Know what I mean? You know, he thought he was the man. So, I mean, that one day all 3 of them girls randomly just popped up in the park around our way.
Oh, wow.
You feel me? And it's like, oh, man. Listen, he rolled his bike. He was riding his bike. Because they caught him off guard. You know, and ain't nobody had no, you know, this is before cell phone. All we had was pages. Ain't nobody. So he come riding through the park on his bike. Know what I mean? And you can see his face. He's looking around. He like, oh, shit. You feel me? So then he see me and 2 of my boys. We standing. He's like, yo, I'll be right back. And mind you, we ain't say nothing to this nigga. That was just his way of deflecting. You feel me? He looked at us. He's like, you could see the, like, know what I mean, the shock in his eyes. He's like, oh, I'll be right back. And he just kept riding through the park. And the girls were just looking at him. 2 of them was talking to each other. He just rolled through the park and ain't never come back. We ain't seen him for the rest of that day. But, you know, eventually he had to deal with that. He had to answer to that. But that showed me right there. I was like, you see, I ain't got time for that.
No,
I ain't got time for that.
I got time for that shit.
Yeah, I said, I ain't got time for that. I said, I never want to be put in that situation to where if I go somewhere, I got to feel uncomfortable. Now, I've been in a situation to where I was in a spot and it was multiple women that I've dealt with prior, but never at like the same time, dealing with them at the same time. You feel me? Or ever dealing with them at the same time. You feel me? Because that felt uncomfortable for me too. You know what I mean? Like going to events and you see, oh man, she here. Like, yeah, I was doing too much. I gotta get up out of here. I don't feel comfortable. You feel me? I don't want to talk to neither of them right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
You in the spot. I've been in that position.
I don't know. I can't. No, I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time for that. I've had people I had talked to, one I talked to in the past and the current bumping each other, and it was like a little bit of, you know, puffing their chest out. But other than that, like, I don't have that. I'm talking to different people. Like, I don't have that problem, thankfully, because I don't got time for that. Like, I like watching other people's shit happen. I'm like, oh, girl, get the popcorn. Shit about to go down. All day. I've seen that many a times. It's always fun for me.
Shit, I remember going to, that's why I don't like going to some of them high school events. You know one coming up on the 16th?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
You said what?
You don't do the class. Yeah, I was talking about the class of 01. We got an event coming up on the 16th.
I am class of 01. Well, I graduated 2000, but I'm celebrating with class of 2001, and I will be there with my daughter because that's her birthday too.
You going?
So she takes her driver's test that morning. She's gonna get a tattoo that evening, and then I'll make my way to the bowling thing.
I'm still debating it.
Clint don't know if he's going because he got relationship problems.
I got no relationship problems. I ain't in a relationship with nobody.
I'm only joking. Relax.
I'm super single.
It's like messing with you.
Super single. Shit, I go in there.
What?
Shit. I would go in there and start talking to somebody brand new in front of everybody. I would. The fuck? Nobody better not say a damn word to me neither. You feel me? So I will bring somebody.
Well, I'm gonna go, and I already know I'm gonna get still looked at somebody's wife. Do to somebody's wife, but you know, like I was before you, so nobody's worried about you. So, you know. I said, I already know that when I go, I know if somebody brings their spouse, it's going. I'm had a side eye all night. I'm like, well, that's what you're going. You gonna look at me? Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why I really don't.
My night.
That's one of the reasons why I really don't want to go.
No,
because,
here's the thing. I don't mind going. I just think that some people just are like, I know I'm petty, but like old situations are old situations. Nobody needs to be upset about them. I think that people forget that people have passed prior to them.
Yeah, but my thing is,
and some people that.
No, it's exactly what you're saying. People forget that. You feel me? And then it'd be like, I don't know. It's like, what are we doing? Are we like? I would appreciate it if we had. I remember always talking about setting up like a scholarship fund that we can donate or something like that. But us again, most of the people that I fuck with from high school, I still fuck with. You feel me? Everybody else, you know what I mean? I see. It's like, what's up? You feel me? But like, I ain't in a rush to be all. You know what I mean? Like, for what?
Well, I think it's good for the people that's not necessarily local to see them come out.
Yeah.
Because I reconnected with a lot of people from our class on Facebook, and I'm like, wow, I haven't seen you in years, and it's kind of good to see what's going on with them. Like you talk about half of my JLTC fam is my friends on my Facebook that I haven't seen in years. So for me, that's I go for that. Like I don't go for the extra stuff. I go to enjoy myself, and then I got a lot of people that I went to junior 3 with, so it's like junior 3 people all linked into one. Then I got the JLTC,
so
then I got the people that I rock with.
Hold on, time out. Rewind. I know you said junior 2 or junior 3.
I said junior 3. Nobody went to your regular ass school.
I'm about to say, I know. I was like, I feel me?
Junior 3.
Fuck with no junior 3. Fucking
whatever.
junior 3 rejects.
Just whatever. Regular ass junior 2. But anywho,
Junior 3. That's why they got y'all by the highway.
Whatever. And we still standing. Where's junior 2 at now?
Junior 2 still there. What you mean?
But y'all ain't know. Y'all ain't even y'all corny. Y'all they don't even use y'all building probably. I don't know.
What you mean? Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Whatever. Y'all still corny. Nobody likes y'all.
My godson just graduated from there. What you talking about?
Nobody cares about you people. Anyhow. You guys been reverted to an elementary school, so nobody cares.
I might stop through. But in all honesty, though, all jokes aside.
I'm taking my daughter because I think it'll be fun for her to see people I grew up with.
Yeah, I'm pop in. I know a couple of us. We might just pop in and pop out. You feel me?
I'm making. If I see Clint there, I'm making Clint stay, y'all. But Clint, we got 2 minutes, so wrap it. Give out the info. Clint's gonna be my ride home anyway. But go ahead.
KingsTruth.com. Check me out. Not if I get drunk. So we got situated that.
I Uber. I'm good. I'll get home.
Yeah.
Somebody will take me home because
You feel me? E Trenton Grew Me, Twitter. KingsTruth609 Snapchat. I almost said so.
Anyway, I am Sunny _D, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Check my blog, Unreservedly Me, even though I'm not posting as much as I normally do. I've been busy, guys. But anywho, thank y'all for listening tonight. Willie, you suck. GFTRadioshow.com is where all our links are. You can find us on SoundCloud, Google Play Music, iTunes, YouTube, and all that. So check us out, guys. Clint?
Use Clinton Transportation, because if y'all check Uber is lost money in stock. Uber some bullshit. Use Clinton Transportation. See y'all in 7 days. I had to plug.
Bye. Yeah, that was a shameless plug too. Goodbye.